Hi everyone, it's Deb. This will be Sunday, September 30th when you see this. This is Cards with Paige and Peggy, and I'm tagging along. Hi Paige and Peggy. So this week, this date, we were supposed to do Christmas cards. This is September 30th, yes. And the optional is animals. So you're looking at my first card. I, of course, used all Stampin' Up! Products this time around anyway. So let me explain what I used. I wrote everything down because I would never remember all this. I used the Joyous Noel Designer Series paper, which is the paper in the back with the deer. And actually, this is the third card. Alright, starting over. I have to do it in order because there's a reason. There's a reason. Okay, here's the first card. This is the Joyous Noel paper. It's also Merlot paper. This ink is the Whisper White, and that ink pad was uninked, and you have to ink it. It comes in a set. You get an ink pad uninked, even though it says Whisper White on the back and on the front, and then you get a Whisper White ink refill. I guess maybe it dries out faster than the other inks. I don't know. But I used that and put Merry Christmas. The deer is from the Detailed Deer Thinlits set. The curve here is from the In the Woods Thinlits to do the snow, and then I used some Whisper White cardstock and Wink of Stella on that. I don't know if you can see that or not. Probably not. My lighting is really shadowy here today for some reason, and it's sunny outside, which is surprising. The paper has sort of copper in the background. I don't know if you can see that either. And the little star things are coppery. Okay. And then the background cardstock is gray granite. And let me see, did I miss anything? Oh yes, the Merry Christmas is from the Merry Christmas to All stamp set. I think that's it. So let me open it up and show you the inside. These little flourishes were, I think, also in the, yes, Merry Christmas to All stamp set. And so was this sentiment, wishing you peace and love all year long. So that is it. Pretty simple card, but I really like that card. That's probably one of my favorite. So then the second card I did is this one. And why I had to show you this is because I cut this oval out of the Merlot because I stamped the trees from the Winter Woods, I believe it's called. One second. Yes, Winter Woods stamp set for the tree grouping. I ran this Merry Merlot after the shape was cut out, I think. I'm not positive. I might have done it beforehand. No, I did it after. And I used the subtle embossing folder. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. One sec. I don't know. Oops, too close maybe. I can't tell if you're seeing it or not. And then I also used Wink of Stella and the BrightCopper Shimmer paint. All-purpose ink, it says. So this is from Stampin' Up, but it's actually, the brand is Sunico. So anyway, it's in the holiday catalog. And what I did is, I guess I should show you just briefly. I opened it up. There's ink in the lid if you shake it. You dip your Wink of Stella in, and I actually had covered this image over with the other oval, and then I splattered it on. So you get a little shimmer from the paint, and you get a little from the Wink of Stella, and it just leaves these shimmery splotches on the Merlot cardstock. On the trees, I stamped them in Memento, but I thought it was a little too harsh, So I did the same. I went and dipped my Stella brush in the copper paint in the lid, and I dabbed it off a little bit first, and then I painted the trees, and they're very shimmery, sparkly with some copper color on the branches part. And then at the bottom, I really don't know if you're seeing the glimmer of that or not. I can't tell. And then this is the Merlot / it's the double-sided ribbon, reversible ribbon. It's copper on one side and Merlot on the other. So I put it across with copper, did the bow partway in Merlot. I'm not very good at bows, guys, so forgive me. And there, you can't see it, but there is a piece of gray granite, just a little tiny border around the edges. And then on the inside, I put Thinking of You This Season. I think that's out of the, oh goodness, I'm trying to see if I wrote that down. I think that's out of the Winterwood stamp set. Yes, it is. But these are out of the Detailed Deer, and I had to put them on because when I stamped this, the stamp left a mark over here. So I just put 2 little flowers on there, a little close. It looks a little tiny funny, but oh well, I had to fix it. So that's the second card. And then the third card is this one. Again, used the Joyous Noel paper. Again, the Merlot, and I did end up running that back through the Subtle Impression folder. It already had the sparkles on because so I didn't get it on the trees. I had put that back in there, covered over the bow because I actually already had that on there, and then did the spritzing. This is out of the Joyous Noel glimmer paper in the copper color. And the trees, which I need to wink a Stella still, which we'll just do that right now. They are actually out of a Framelit set or Thinlit set that used to be on the clearance rack, and it's not there now that they revamped the clearance. It was called the oh shoot, oh I forget what it's called. I'll put everything in the link below. But this one is no longer available, these 3 trees. But I had them, so I wanted to use them. And I bumped them up on the part that's off the maroon on little dimensionals, but I left the part that's on the Merlot. I keep saying maroon. And I don't know if I like that. I might just lay them flat still. Now there's not another layer back here. What I did is I took the Merlot, which I think is this one. Nope, that's Cherry Cobbler. Stampin' Right marker. That's not it. Okay, I don't know where it is, but anyway, I have a Merlot Stampin' Right marker, and all I did was go around the edges, so it looks like there's another layer there, but there's not. And then inside I stamped Merry Christmas. That was from the Sentiment Winterwood. Oh wait, number 3. That is not. That is from. Where is it from? I'm not sure. Oh, Merry Christmas. The Merry Christmas from the Timeless Tidings stamp set. And these 2 little deer I did out of gray granite. And the same thing, my messy fingers got a little smidge of the Merlot here, and I covered it with the 2 deer. So I thought that was cute. And I do have a little tiny boo-boo here, but it's not bad from the ink. And then I switched gears and I went cutesy. So now I did a little bear. And he is using the cookie cutter. I have that here still. Cookie cutter Christmas stamp set. And here he is. And then there's little ears here that I cut out also in a sentiment that I used. And I stamped him in Memento Black Ink. But then I used the punch, cookie cutter punch. And I punched out the bow and the 2 little eyes in real red, The paper is the, let me see here, Under the Mistletoe Designer Series paper, the plaid is. And then I layered it on real red again. The little ears I cut out, and they're tucked behind. He's up on Dimensionals. The circle is not. Oh, and the circle is from the, oh gosh, the Layering Circles Framelits. And it was, when I open it up, oh, it was the larger one in this one here. And let's see. I think that's all I did with him. I used my black Stampin' Right marker and just put a little black in the center of the red bow. I also used my black Stampin' Blend on his nose. I actually had stamped, there's a little stamp in here. Oh, sorry. This one here that has a little face. But I did it in like a real light powder pink. Then I put his eyes there. I did color his nose in the black, and then I did a little mouth in real red Stampin' Right marker. So that's the outside of that one, and I left it blank on the inside because it already says, have yourself a berry, Merry Christmas. So I just thought that was cute, and I left it blank like I said. And then the last one is along the same lines, but it's a reindeer, and that's from the Cookie Cutter Christmas also. It's this one here. I believe this is in the annual catalog actually. And he is a stamp, and he does not punch out with the punch. You have to fussy cut him. So this was my second go at him. I stamped him out with Memento Black. I colored them in with my Stampin' Blends using light and dark crumb cake, as well as red lipstick because I didn't have real red, and Petal pink in his ears. This is the same designer series paper. It's called, what did I just say? I forget. Under the Mistletoe. I think that's in the annual catalog too. And then I used a different, I used the Scattered Sequins embossing folder on this one because I thought it went well with the dots on the paper. And I used the Merry Christmas to All stamp set to get the Wishing You A and Merry Christmas on the inside. And this I just layered 3 layers, the designer paper, the real red, and the Whisper White, and I used the triple, sorry for my arm, the triple layer punch. So I did this one in like 1.5, 1 1/4, and 1, and that worked out beautifully. And then I just cut the end off because I had the papers longer than the card. And that's it on that one. I might actually, I want to put a little bit of Wink of Stella just on his nose and make it glisten and glow. Yeah, just put a little glistening on his little red nose. So those are my 5 cards, guys. Let me bring them all back in. Sorry for the mess here. I don't do real well with cutesy, I don't think. I love this kind of thing, and I really love this one. One thing I noticed is when you put your paper through the embossing folders, it does stretch the paper just a tad. Which one's your favorite? I think I know which one is mine. I don't know. Toss up. Toss up. I love these 3. These are cute. These are nice for kids, I guess. I don't know. So let me know what you think. I will talk to you soon. And please go check out Paige and Peggy and anyone else that leaves a link below their video and who is participating also. And yeah, show us some crafty love. Thumbs up if you like them, and I'll talk to you the next time. Hugs, love, and peace.